Religion and its belief have shaped the way many cultures behave, live, and discuss fortune or catastrophe. However, many people throughout time have challenged the idea that some being is in sole control over humanity's outcome. To further complicate the matter, others believe that it is a combination of fate and free will that make up each person's life. In any case, determining if a person is not making the right decision or if it is fated a certain destiny, it is tricky yet maddening. In my essay, I used Oedipus Rex, and I will be explaining how fate determined the outcome of his development throughout the text, and how he was doomed to fail the whole time. Determinism, otherwise known as fate, is a philosophical doctrine that every effect has a cause, and all present actions are the result of past actions. Oedipus is an example of fate and its unavoidability. Oedipus fearlessly addresses himself to the citizens of Thebes, knowing that he must purge the residing evil, yet knowing nothing at all. Because Oedipus has come to Thebes' aid, he is obviously risking his life. Oedipus' initial character, when leaving whom he believed to be his parents and solving the riddle of the Sphinx, is ultimately courageous. Regardless, Oedipus was determined to fail and develop as a character through fate. Oedipus' actions are subsidiary to his fate as a character, meaning that Sophocles only used plot, subordinating the end of Oedipus. In tragedy, all actions lead up to the end and render the character. Therefore, fate is what develops a character rather than simply contributing to his or her development. Oedipus learns that faith is inescapable, but he doesn't realize this soon enough before he's driven by ignorance and impudence. Knowledge of the prophecy only promoted the perishment of Oedipus. Oedipus was doomed to fail from the moment Laius exposed him and nailed the child's feet together. Both Oedipus and Laius had attempted to escape their fate with exaggerated senses of own ability. Oedipus had murdered his own dad and married his own mother, something that could have been avoided if Oedipus would have been killed at birth, like everyone said he should have been. On the contrary, Oedipus was so sure of himself after solving the riddle of the Sphinx that even Creon's insistence to speak to him in private was subdued. Fate drove Oedipus to the moment of his death without acknowledgement or corroboration. The awareness of the prophecy later acted as a catalyst. He insisted that it was faulty and cursed himself more. Oedipus was simply a time bomb, and he plummeted directly into his own fate. No amount of prior awareness could have delayed or changed Oedipus' fate, because it was fate. Oedipus was never meant to succeed, but rather to demonstrate that it is irrelevant to confront one's fate. Human ignorance leads to the conclusion that faith is something that we can mold and change, but none of Oedipus' actions were free. If Laius would have kept Oedipus instead of putting him in the woods, everything would have been the same. He would have still been with his mother in an incestuous relationship, and he would have still killed his father. Accepting his own fate would have allowed Oedipus to accommodate and wait patiently.